The world has lost a true pioneer in business and community service because Wally Amos, the legendary founder of famous Amy's Cookies, has passed away at the age of 88. And we're going to talk about that right now. This is the Entertainment Spotlight, the ultimate source for celebrity news, entertainment, motivation, and sometimes even politics. We definitely go overboard, shining a spotlight on the industry, and we are turning our attention to Wally Amos, the founder of famous Amos Cookies. He has lived a life of creativity, resilience, and just giving back. He had an incredible journey on this earth. I'm telling you, this dude was a national phenomenon. You dig? So man, shouts out to famous Amos Cookies. And listen, if you never ate a famous Amos cookie, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Let me tell you about this dude by the name of Wally Amos. Now, his real name is Wallace, but hey, listen, let's talk about this thing right here. You know what I'm saying? Look, he was a trailblazer in the world of entrepreneurship. Now, he passed away at 88. He died on August 13th, 2024 at his home in Honolulu, and he had complications of something called dementia. You know, but he has left behind a gigantic legacy. He was born in Tallahassee, Florida. These are what my notes are saying. In 1936. He was born in the 1900s. He was born in 1936. Wow. Look, his journey to becoming a household name was anything but known. You feel what I'm saying? Because, man, okay, so as a teenager, he moved to Harlem. Man, shouts out to all my people in Harlem, right? He moved to Harlem living with his aunt. Her name was Della Bryant. And she was a very gigantic influence in his life. And then he dropped out of high school. He earned his GED, went into the United States Air Force from 1954 to 1957. And man, when I tell you, man, he was disciplined, he was dedicated, and he had a very big work ethic. So man, shouts out to him. So then his career, it started taking off, right? And he was in the entertainment industry. So in 1957, look, he was like a black talent. You know, he became like the first black talent agent, and he worked at a place called William Morris Agency. Now, if you don't know, this was like a prestigious agency at this point in time because we're dealing with the 1950s. And look, in the 1950s and the 1960s, they did not like people who looked black. They didn't like people who had black names. You know, they didn't like them. But guess what? He really broke down a lot of barriers. And he signed iconic individuals, Simon and Garfield and the Supremes. Yes, you heard that right. You got what I'm saying? So he is a founder. He was an innovator. He was shaking the world up. But guess what? Even though he was in the entertainment industry, helping people like the Supremes and Simon and Garfunkel, guess what? He had a love for baking. That's right. And then that love for baking turned into a super business. So then, boom, we push forward. 1967, he relocated to the West Coast, right? West Coast is the best coast. That's what I heard. But I'm saying I live in Texas now, even though I'm from the East Coast. Crazy, right? So then he started baking cookies as a way to just relax. Now, ain't that something? He started baking cookies to relax. And I ain't never heard of that. I don't bake, but I'm just saying, like, if you do, mad shouts out to you. I ain't even know it could be relaxed, you know what I'm saying, or relaxing. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I need to start baking cookies because, man, I be stressed out. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Him baking cookies started off as a hobby. And then it turned into a business idea because he was getting a lot of encouragement and he was getting financial support from his friends. But listen to who his friends were. Marvin Gaye, Helen Reddy. Yes, he had superstar friends, and they was constantly giving him, encouragement, and they was eating his baked goods, and they was like, yo, man, this right here is all fire. You feel what I'm saying? So then they gave him $25,000. Now, that was way back in the day. That was like in the 70s. So then he used that $25,000 that Marvin Gaye and a couple of other people gave him, and he opened up the first Famous Amos Cookies Company on Sunset Boulevard in 1975. And his cookies, they were made with all natural ingredients. They didn't have no preservatives, and everyone loved his cookies. Look, by 1980, Famous Amos was generating more than $12 million in revenue. He had multiple stores all across the United States. And you already know, if you ever seen him or met him, look, he is just a charismatic person. He is a person that's always excited. He says a lot of great things. Man, there was just nobody like Famous Amos. You understand what I'm saying? He had this signature Panama hat. And look, man, he just had a great smile, and he became a symbol of entrepreneurial success. And his contributions, they should be recognized by everyone, but they're not. You got what I'm saying? But guess what? In 1986, a president honored him with one of the first awards for entrepreneurial excellence. Did you hear that? But guess what? You know what I'm saying? And these are all the goods, but as life is lifing, you got what I'm saying? People, they run into some things, you know what I'm saying? They run into some complications. You feel what I'm saying? Even on your journey, guess what? Your journey is not gonna be successful without challenges. So Wally's journey wasn't without its own challenges. So in 1988, and this is what's so sad, he started experiencing financial difficulties. And guess what? It was so horrible that he had to sell Famous Amos as a brand. And he sold Famous Amos as a brand for $3 million. Now, what's so sad about the situation is they completely wrote him out of everything. Oh, man, they just used his name to make billions of dollars. You got what I'm saying? Now, the company that bought him, they continued to grow under a place called Ferraro Group, right? But Wally Amos lost the rights to his own name. He lost the rights to his own image. And man, when I tell you, it was horrible. So just picture this, man. This guy built this brand up, built this whole Famous Amos cookie brand up. And man, he lost who he was. They stole who he was. Man, and when I tell you, it was a very, very difficult time for Famous Amos because he was never able to rebuild his brand from the ground up like he did the first time. And it was crazy. So he started having to launch other ventures. But remember, he is known. He's an older man by now. And he is known to be Famous Amos. So they made it where the contract that he signed, that he didn't understand the whole contract, but they understood it. So they took the cookie brand, they took his name. He couldn't even say his name was Amos. You got what I'm saying? Like, he couldn't even say his own name. You know what I'm saying? It's just ridiculous. So anyway, he couldn't tell people who he was or whatever because of the contract that he signed. And they knew it, but he didn't know that it was that extensive. He's like, yo, what? I can't even say me? It was just really weird and really messed up. And it took him a very long time to try to build his brand up. You know what I'm saying? But so he started launching other ventures, right? He had Uncle No Name. He had Uncle Wally's Muffin Company. He had Cookie Kahana. It was so many other ventures that he tried, but guess what? Nothing matched the Famous Amos brand because he dedicated his whole life and it was really who he was. And that company understood, hey, yeah, we're going to take your identity. So they took his identity. And when he signed the contract, he didn't fully understand. It was where he couldn't even be himself. But I'm telling you this, man, his impact has extended beyond the business world. So boom, 1981, he became a spokesperson for Literacy Volunteers of America. Because a part of the reason why he signed that contract, and it was parts that he didn't understand, is because he wasn't as strong as he should have been in literacy. And that's just how it is when you come from broken backgrounds and broken communities, right? So he became a spokesperson for the Literacy Volunteers of America, and he started advocating for adult literacy and reading education. And his dedication to this cause never stopped. He authored several inspirational books, The Cookie Never Crumbles and The Path to Success is Paved with Positive Thinking. Those are two of his books. So, hey, go get those books. Now, Wally Amos, he is survived by his wife of 45 years. You hear what I said? He was married for 45 years, man. Christine Harris Amos, and they had 4 children, Sean, Sarah, Gregory, and Michael. And I'm telling you, his life's work, whether in the form of those famous Amos super delicious cookies, has touched the lives of so many different people, and he was an advocate, and he is inspiring so many different individuals. And I hope that he inspires a generation of entrepreneurs, a generation of community leaders, because that is what we need. Now, I do understand on a channel like this, people don't talk about this. Ain't nobody else gonna talk about it. You know why they don't talk about it? Because they do not care. They are monetarily motivated. And guess what? Talking about famous Amos and his cookies and him passing away, nobody cares about that. Because so many people in America right now, they are struggling. So when they use YouTube, they're using these channels, they just want to get the money. You got what I'm saying? They're not gonna really talk about things that really affect the community. There's nothing wrong with talking about the gossip. I do that. There's nothing wrong with talking about total entertainment. Yeah, I do that. But when I tell you, people are struggling so much, it's so difficult for them to really pay homage, for them to really give inspiration, give motivation, give dedication, because they are already in the struggle. They want to make $10,000 a month. I make more than that, but it ain't through YouTube. But I'm just saying, I'm just giving you the understanding of why people do not make this type of content, and it does not get views. Talking about positive things and giving someone a monologue while they passed away and speaking positive, it does not get views because only the YouTube algorithm and a lot of the people who click on these types of videos, they only click because of the death and destruction of your people. They don't care about the positive stuff for the most part. They just don't. Even the algorithm does not promote positive communication via YouTube. It just doesn't. If it's entertainment, they're gonna promote the negative. That's just how it is, because the negative gets more views. That's just how it is. But hey, it is what it is. Look, man, leave in the comment section if you're listening to this. Wally Amos, founder of Famous Amos Cookies, passed away at 88. Please send condolences. His life journey from Harlem to creating a national cookie brand, I'm telling you, I believe that it's a testament to his business spirit and his dedication to the community, and ultimately his dedication to the world despite having financial setbacks, because everybody has financial setbacks. Guess what? His legacy as a pioneer in business and literacy advocacy, it will stand the test of time. I'm gonna constantly talk about it, even if you don't care about it. His life. It taught me that true success is not about the business that you build. It's about the impact that you have on the world. So let his journey from talent agent to the stars to cookie business mogul and his dedication to literacy show you that perseverance, passion, motivation, dedication, and giving back can create a legacy that outlasts any brand. You feel what I'm saying? And just remember, Wally Amos, even though we know him for famous Amos, he was not just for his cookies. He lived a life that touched the hearts and the minds of people. He lived in his work. He was a good person. Everybody that came in contact with him said, man, this guy is awesome. He is a reminder that, yo, in your life, it's never too late to pursue your passion. So look, if you're starting off in life or if you're trying to rebuild your life, look, you got to keep moving forward. You got to keep believing in yourself no matter the type of obstacles that you face in life. Guess what? You can get over that obstacle. You can leap over that hurdle. And his journey from entertainment industry to just building a cookie empire, it shows you that, look, with motivation, determination, family, and friends, you can turn your dream into reality. So I want to encourage you through this Power Grind Entertainment Live. I want to encourage you right now to remember that your legacy is built not just on what you create, but how you uplift other individuals. I tell my brother, look, you got to lose yourself in the service of other people. Don't just live for you. Because we living in a time where everybody living for themselves. Everybody, they just doing them. Oh, I'm just doing me. Oh, you doing you? Oh, I'm doing me too. That's what everybody thinking. Nobody cares about humanity. And if everybody is just so selfish and self-absorbed, then guess what? We stay divided. We don't build together, and we can never create and grow a network and unify. And right now, my slogan is always unify or die, because if you are not building with your people, you are gonna perish. What don't you understand? Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Power Grind Entertainment, we live, baby. RIP and condolences to the family of famous Amos. I know nobody's going, you probably not listening, nobody listening, maybe 3 people, but I'm just saying, you know, it is what it is. But I had to give this some time. I probably took about 20 minutes talking about famous Amos. Hey, it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We just live in a time, real sad time, where people just don't care. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is, man. But hey, man, shouts out to famous Amos, man. You know, your legacy is still pushing on, it's still living on, and I'm still going to hit him with the RIP. So condolences to his family. I hope the king sleep in peace.